Welcome to On Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 51. If you didn't watch previous episode, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting middle is alkane system with a long side chain. Many functional groups are there: cyanide and alkene and iodide. Here reagents are palladium acetate, phosphine and silver carbonate. Here 4 products are given. 4 products are differ in the position of double bond and cyclization occurs. Hydrogen and cyanide stereochemistry also specified here. You have to understand that naming reaction is involved. Definitely ring closure and new CC bond is formed here. The answer is B. Let us see how. The palladium acetate and phosphine form the complex of phosphine with palladium. It's a very peculiar reagent for the Heck intramolecular coupling. Heck coupling basically. So what really happened is, this is the palladium catalyst reaction. We rewrite the starting material perfectly for cyclization. So iodine comes near the double bond. Then the palladium attack will be there. So palladium attacks in the double bond and form the ligand kind of architecture. Then iodine and palladium coupled together form new CC bond. So iodine eliminated, cyclization occurs. This cyclization is very much important. It's particularly for intramolecular coupling. The cyclization is exocyclization, so it's go below the plane. It's specifically for Heck intramolecular coupling. If you are interested, go and study the mechanism. So hydrogen will go above and the palladium and the coupling will happen at the below. So palladium and the new CC bond is below the plane. Then the next step, beta hydrogen elimination will be there. But beta hydrogen elimination is a syn elimination. So what really happened is, syn elimination, the palladium and the green hydrogen are in the syn position, not the fused hydrogen there. So the same side hydrogens are removed, form alkene there. So the answer is clearly B. So you have to learn 2 things here. When there is a coupling reaction in the Heck way, there should be the backside attack, or you can say the exocyclization. The second thing is the beta hydrogen elimination is the syn elimination. So you always look for the syn hydrogen for the removal. Then the question number 2. The starting middle is 5-member and 6-member cyclic system with alkyl amine in the side chain. The side chain in the 5-member ring. You are using sodium acetate and HCl and water. Here they ask you to find the product. The products are functional group variation. NO2 directly bonded instead of NH2, or OH is there, or direct ring expansion with NO2 or OH here. So from the question you have to understand that ring expansion is occur. The functional group conversion also occurs here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting middle is 5-member and 6-member system with amine. You are using sodium nitrate and HCl. So what really happens is diacetization or azo formation will be there. So NH2 converted into NO2. So N2 plus will be formed. N2 is a good leaving group, it leaves form the cation. So N2 leaves the cation formation. The cation is the primary cation and ring strain also there. So what really happens is ring will expand. Here ring strain and stability of cation drive the reaction. The cation go from primary cation to secondary cation. So obviously stability increases as well as strain relieve the system. So driving force is strain and cation stability. So it becomes the 6-member system now. So 5-member coming into 6-member here. Then you are using the water. So cation quenched as a OH here. So the ring expansion clearly occur. Answer is D. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is the cation stability always promote the higher order cation, which is secondary or tertiary. Second thing is, if there is a ring strain, always go for the ring expansion. Then the question number 3. The starting middle is 5-member system with one alkene is below the plane and one borane is above the plane. Borane is in the oxide form with a cyclic system. Here organolithium is given. then mercury chloride and hydrogen peroxide and sodium hydroxide. The products are given. Products are 5-member ring. Then the new carbon addition or phenyl substitution or oxidation of functional group is there. From the question and reagent, you have to understand that new rearrangement is occur and stereochemistry also specified here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal is the boron system. You are using the lithium. Lithium is the organometallic reagent. Lithium is electropositive. Carbon develops the negative charge. So the carbon attacks the boron. Boron has empty p orbital which attacked by the rich negative charge. So new Bc bond will be there. The reaction possesses the charge here. So charge has to be quenched. This is a new kind of rearrangement in the metallic system, which is 1-2 metallic rearrangement. This rearrangement is kind of concerted one, since there is a no change in the configuration occur. Since boron is above the plane, the coupling also happened at above the plane. So boron is there. Then the next step, you are using the peroxide. Peroxide oxidizes the carbon, you get aldehyde here. Why the carbon convert into aldehyde is interesting, because carbon attached with many heteroatoms. So the electron density of carbon is less, so it will be very much unstable. So carbon attached with oxygen, carbon attached with boron, carbon attached with sulfur. So that carbon is weak, get oxidized there. So it become aldehyde. Here you have to learn two things. One is the 1-2 metallite rearrangement. This rearrangement is new, and you have to learn if there is any metal atom involved there. During the rearrangement, no change in the configuration occur. Retention of configuration is happening there. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is fused system with many alkyl groups on different position and 2 alcohols also there. Here you are using the acid as well as DCC, DMAP and PDC and solvent and alumina. Here products are given. Products are mostly differ in the what happened to the hydroxides. So the question is OH group is oxidized or OH group is eliminated or OH groups are in the acetylated or esterified. So here reagent defined chemistry and which OH also reacted is a real question. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal contains 2 alcohol. You are using the DMAP. DMAP is dimethylaminopyridine. It is basically a base, but it's a bulky base. So it abstracts the proton from mostly the free carbon or primary carbon. Crowded carbon it cannot be approachable. So the primary alcohol is approached by the DMAP. So primary alcohol get deprotonated. Then you are using the acid there. So esterification occurs there. That alcohol get esterified there. Then the next step you are using the BDC, which is pyridinium dichromate, is an oxidizing agent. So which convert available COH into C double bond O. This oxidizing agent is very specific for alcohol. So only oxidize the OH there. So it becomes ketone. Then the next step, there is a possibility of elimination there. Then the aryl acetate is a good leaving group, so it has to be leaving anyway. What really happens is hydrogen leaves and double bond formation is there. So the product is clearly A. Here you have to learn two things, both are reagents. So DMAP. DMAP is the bulky base which attract the proton from less hindered alcohol or less hindered site. Since it's bulk, it don't go into the crowded place. Next thing is pyridinium dichromate, which is a sensitive reagent, only attack the alcohol and converted into the ketone there. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is N-alkyl pyrrole and you are using formaldehyde and amine. Next step you are using methylide and sodium cyanide. Here products are given and the question is really about where the position of functional group, the reacting functional group. The cyanide attacks in the third position or it attacks the alkyl there or what really happened to formaldehyde there. So the question is all about selectivity in attack, whether the ring or side chain. The answer is B. Let us see how. The question is simple once you know the basic chemistry. Here you are using formaldehyde, then you are using the amine. What really happens is amine attack on the carbon, water eliminates, cation form there. Then the attack on the ring will be there. Since it's a cation, it attracts the electron rich ring. So electrophile attacks the ring. Here in the pyrrole system always second attack is favorable. You should know that is not favorable. This is a real question is about. So attack will be happen on the second position. Then you have new CC1 attack will be there. Next step you are using methyl iodide. Methyl iodide don't attack the ring, it attacks the amine. Here amine gets quaternary amine, so amine gets the positive charge. So it's a good leaving group, so it has to leave. If you are using the cyanide, amine is replaced by the cyanide. So the final product is clearly B. Here you have to understand two things. One is pyrrole electrophilic attack always happen in the second position. Second thing is you have to guess where the reactants will attack, whether it is in the amine or alkyl chain or aromatic benzene ring. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.